Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trends. Welcome to another episode of Trends. My name is Nakali Eskunakali, and I want to specially invite you to this amazing episode. Of course, I'm joined as always. It's the cross I have to bear. But yeah, I'm joined as always by the amazing Ife. If you notice, there's a show there. Shout out to my eye. Yeah, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Ife is giving us He's giving. I have not seen what he's giving, but yeah, he's giving Pedro. What do you guys call me that day? Pedro. And let's not even get into that, guys. Let's just leave it there. But yeah, you're welcome. If you're new to this channel, you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and click that notification bell, click the subscribe button so that you can stay abreast with every information, every update that we have on the show and even on this channel. Right, this is Trends, and we're bringing you the latest happenings across the world, events, talking points, and all of that. Everything juicy, everything hot, everything nice. Your first stop to get it is here on Trends. Now, today, before we even get to go on, what's the inspiration behind this look?
The way I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
Because I know I'm going to win. So, guys, before you
even say that, what's the inspiration behind this look? This look? Because these 2 days, I'm not understanding the intentionality. If is giving them back to back. I want to
show it properly.
Sorry. I promised you guys purple hair. I couldn't do the purple hair, but I bought a purple shirt. So I think that should compliment, right? Spotlight the shirt. Yeah.
You see, he didn't deliver on his promise, but I did. I said I was going to start doing colored hair, to give the vibe.
But it's true. These are signs of end time. These are signs of end time. No.
So,
anyways, let's talk about the game that we have to play this. On this episode.
All right.
Even though I know I'll win, I don't know why you're. Let me enter into character.
I'm going to win. So, this is what the game is about.
Okay.
The name of the game is You Laugh, You Lose. So,
why do I feel set up? Let me gather all my chai.
I'm going to show you 3 videos. So you have to show me 3 videos that you have in your gallery.
Okay.
So you have to watch the 3 videos without laughing.
Okay.
You can't even smile. You can't play nothing.
No problem.
Face.
Same rules apply to you, right?
Yes, but you know, I have a laughing face. Like I have a smiley face.
Look at that post. The goalposts have been moved before the match even started. But
yeah. So no laughing, no
smiling.
And
I'm not a man of love. I want war. Always.
Whoever wins will buy the other person a meal. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So what I want, let me just tell you what I want now. No, I think I want to consult first.
Let's play the
I'm
game
going
first.
To consult with PJ.
You guys are hearing,
ask her what I should ask for, because I know I'm going to win.
I think I'm going to have a very, very fantastic meal this afternoon. But no wala. So let's go.
No, you first.
I should start.
Yes, so I should know what to.
Okay. Gang. I have a number of.
Wait. let me prepare myself properly.
Yes, prepare yourself.
Okay.
I have a number of videos here, but let me take them out of my arsenal. Okay. Okay. So you guys get set to watch in 3D. Are you ready?
Ismail. Yes, I'm ready. I'm feeling my hand.
I'll leave my mic for a moment so you can see.
Okay.
Watch.
Wait. No, I'm not.
You have not started, guys.
I'm not.
1 point to me.
I'm not even watching the video. I just want to get my face ready, so you will see I'm smiling.
Okay. Get your face ready. But you guys know that I won that round already.
No.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Are you set? Everybody, she's set now.
Yes, I'm set.
Sempre vai ser eu, a mega sina da virada que você perdeu. Sempre vai ser eu.
I win. I know laugh.
You're not finished now.
It has finished.
Okay, But even though you laugh at first, you don't gather yourself. Oh, if INEC has nothing on you.
1 point.
Okay.
DJ, what are we going to order?
Okay.
It's going to be meal for two.
Oh, well, me too. I'll do meal for two now. Okay. Now I think I have to go more later.
I'm going to win.
Okay.
Let me look for
Are you set for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
No laughter, no smiling.
Why are you laughing for this one? Oh yeah, are you ready?
Wait.
Can I yourself?
Yeah.
I don't even know I choose myself. It's not very funny. Wait now, one more video to go. One more
to go. Yeah, now.
What is this thing? Why am I?
That's what I'm saying. You guys, you underrate us. Ladies, you don't know what we go through.
Don't worry now.
Like, we know how to keep our emotions in check. Even when it's funny, we're not going to laugh. We're not going to smile.
I have one lethal weapon.
Just one more to go.
Okay. Are you ready? Then I yourself. I don't want to hear that. I'm not ready. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I want to stop here.
And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child play holidays available with
Are we out?
He took 11 minutes. My God. Don't worry. I'm fulfilled knowing that you took everything you have not to laugh. No Allah.
Now it's my turn. And also,
I knew it was a bad idea to have started first. No,
guys, you also have to play along in the comment section. So let's know whose video
let me think of something
is the funniest.
That's not nice. Something unpleasant.
For sure.
What's the
Me, I know
again?
you're going to laugh. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're ready, Abby?
Born ready.
Wait though. Yeah. Okay, guys. I know. I must. Okay, no problem.
These are small. I know you guys are rooting for me in the comments. Don't worry, I will do you proud.
Okay.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 20...
Snobs. Right after my head.
Okay, last one. Last one for sure. You are going to laugh. Are you ready?
Wait, give me a word. I gotta please make sure you edit this part out.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So you will not have the sneak peek. Okay. No, wait. Yeah.
Is it not what you know? Oh, well, if that video has stayed 2 months ago, I probably should have laughed. So, by the mercies of God, it's a draw. Next episode, I'll be back and I'll win. Anyways, moving on to today's conversation. Thank God. Hey, God, this last one, he almost got me.
Oh, only admitted.
But yeah, thank God, we have escaped that one. Now, to today's conversation, let me catch let me just gather myself again. All right. So the last time we had a conversation around the struggles and the the struggles of the firstborn child, and it was amazing to see so many feedbacks. We got many feedbacks. Now the interesting thing that we got feedback from both last-borns, first-borns, middle-borns. Everybody found themselves somewhere in the conversation. For us, it was really, really amazing. So we got a lot of requests, people saying, what about us? Let's talk about the struggles of younger siblings that no one talks about and all of that. So today we'll attempt to talk about it and spotlight it. And now, if you're a last-born, in the comment section, you're watching, streaming this right now, let me know where you're watching us from, and let me know, just signify. You can put up your hand and just let's know that you're a lastborn. Let's censor all the lastborns in the building, right? So I would allow Ife to start talking, rightly so, because I have a living, breathing lastborn here. So from human experience over the years, what is it like being a lastborn, really? I know I asked you the other day, but now practically,
good and bad.
Really?
Mostly good. But because it has a little bit of downside too.
They kind of make it look like you don't get what lastborns go through. I'm trying to reason.
Yes, we go through a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Especially in the formative age when you are the youngest person in the house. You are the errand boy or errand girl. You are the one they send to do everything. You are the one that even though the parents are lenient on you, your elder ones won't be. Because they will pour all the frustration and the anger coming from the top on you. So yes, it's a bit of a struggle. Well, we are going through a lot, guys. I'm just throughout this like. I'm sorry, we're going through. Through
I don't. Me, I'm not the last one, so I cannot relate. But anyways, I have a younger sister, a baby sister who's our last born, and I just had to look back and what are the possible struggles that she might have to face, and what are the possible issues that might come up by virtue of her being a lastborn and the things she has to deal with on a daily basis that no one really talks about. And it just occurred to me that if care is not taken, for many lastborns, there might be that feeling of inadequacy.
Yes.
Especially when you have successful elder ones, I would call them. When your elder siblings are very successful. For example, even in scriptures, thank God for a man like David that was busy, even though he was not in the army, he was busy doing God's work, keeping the sheep and all that. But you could see that he was subtly despised even by his brothers when he came down to the.
He was seen as a busybody.
Disclaimer: he was not the last one, but when he came into the camp, when they were asking that you have come again, your pride, you are a busybody, you're always wanting to poke nose into matters that doesn't concern you and all that. So usually there's that subtle feeling of inadequacy if care is not taken, in the sense that if you have successful elder ones, the expectations, in fact, sometimes people don't even have expectations for it. They just believe that you are successful. So you, in comparison with them, you begin to feel inadequate. If you have an elder one that has achieved a PhD, that probably is doing excellently well in life, is an influential person, many times the care is not taken, you get to live in their shadows for long. I'll share an experience with you. While I was in secondary school, my elder brother was in SS3 while I joined in SS1, because he was 2 years ahead of me in school. So he was in SS3 while I joined. No, I joined in SS3, so he was in SS2 when I joined. So, but I just did the final, like two terms, and then we moved to SS1. That was when my real school experience started. Right, because I moved from another school then. But my brother was already there. Now he was in SS3. He used to dance. He used to play basketball. He used to rap. Now, if you know anything about boarding schools, you can do this to you are celeb. You are like the talk of rave of the moment. So he was known because he was he was creative. He was an amazing guy. He sings, he raps. Certainly he used to dance, and that's a lot of the bar was high. Right. So when I came into school, mind you, I used to sing. I used to also rap then, right? I used to play football. I was very good at football at the time. I even used to play basketball. But when I came to school, the best I was known as was Esau's brother. My elder brother's name is Esau, even though it's pronounced Esau and all that. But they call him Esau because it's a tribal name, but they couldn't pronounce it, so they just call him Esau. So they used to call me Esau's brother. Not like I have a name, guys. Call me by my name. So until he graduated and left, I was in the shadow. Anything I did was say, "Oh, this is Esau's brother can sing. This is Esau's brother could." So I was always. I know. Of course, I'm not the last one. I'm just saying these are possible issues, struggles where you have to live in the shadow of a successful older sibling. So when he graduated, people stopped because the set of people that were calling me Esau's brother were his classmates, and those were the popular guys. So when they graduated, it was now my set. I was now in SS2, right? So the SS2 guys were now in SS3. They now knew me as Nakali, and then my mate knew me as Nakali, and every other person, the younger, the juniors, everybody knew me as Nakali. So I became my own celebrity. I legit built my own influence, you know.
Yes.
So I'm saying it is possible that if care is not taken, what should inspire the younger one can become a shadow, can become a box where he now begins to live in the shadow of the more successful older ones. That's one of the major that I see that as a major struggle. Another thing, excuse me.
Sorry.
Another thing that I noticed that is a possible struggle is that subtle lack of originality. And this still stems from this same thing I'm talking about. If you have a successful older one or an older one that has carved a niche for himself in something, if care is not taken, for example, I saw a video today, right? It's so interesting. This person is the son of a celebrity, and his Instagram name is the son of the celebrity. Like he put the celebrity, I don't want to mention the person's name, right? So this person's identity, we don't know you.
Yes.
There's nothing about every of his video. His dad, which is the celebrity, is there.
Has to be there.
So somehow he's living off of the fame and the glory of the father. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if your dad passes, what then becomes of you? You have to now start building your brand again, you know, which is not a bad thing. Everybody has their brand strategy and all that. But I'm just saying that if care is not taken, there's the tendency to lose your perceived originality. You just lose that sense of originality. You are trying to imitate, or you're trying to meet up or keep up with the legacy, or try to, you know, as a last born. Have you ever experienced something like that?
Yes. Because my brother is a singer. Not just my brother. Everybody in my family can sing.
Really?
Very well. My elder brother is...
Moving on. No. Apologies. Moving on. I didn't say anything. I was gonna. Okay, let me ask. Do you sing? Why are you making me feel like I did something bad? Okay. Do you sing? Respectfully asking.
It's not fair.
It's fair.
You were there, DJ. Fresh was telling me never to try it again. No, when I was singing.
No. See, people might not believe in you. They can call you names or whatever.
You're even making it worse.
But yeah. But I get what you're saying.
So everybody in my family sings. My elder brother is a professional singer. Like that's what he does for some. I say for survivor. Like that's what he does. And then my immediate thank you. And then my immediate elder brother too is a music producer, plays keyboard, also sings, backs up for him. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I can't sing. I used to think I can sing. Unfortunately.
For how long did that delusion
They did not allow it last very long.
Thank God. Thank God. No. Like, you know, it would have been more painful if in the future you discover. I'm just saying, you know, it's better you just cut your slack earlier in life and be like, okay, this is not my lot.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm always around people that can sing. Guys, see what I deal with. Anyway, I'm used to it. Started from home, so it's fine. It's fine.
It's one of those things.
It's fine.
But it gets better.
So
I was going to also say this. Okay, finish.
Yeah. Okay. So anytime I'm singing, they are always making fun of me. Not in a bad way, but you know, brotherly kind
like
of banter.
My God.
Yeah. So it made me. Anyway, I'm not even. Maybe that's where it came from. That I'm not a fan of music.
Oh,
you know, I always say that I'm not. I do,
and I never understand why.
Yeah, so now I'm.
This is the reason.
I'm traumatized.
I will recommend for you Dysfunctionality, the book by Apostle Lazarus.
I think I need to read it.
You need to read it
so that I'll start singing for you guys in the office space.
No. That's not the idea. But yeah, whatever makes you sleep well, but please don't sing. So I was going to say this because I had a friend whose dad, I think the dad is a senior advocate of Nigeria. It was a lawyer. His mom was, I think she was an accountant, one of the top chartered accountants. She worked with a big firm. So they come from a lineage of very, very successful people. So his elder brother was, I think he finished from us. He was my classmate. So his elder brother finished ahead of us, set ahead of us, went on to be a pilot. The other one became, I think, a aeronautic engineer, something like that.
Wow.
Like everybody in the family was
Smart.
legit doing great. Now, there seemed to be an unsaid pressure on the last child, on him, that was my classmate now. Because how do you match up with that? And honestly, that guy was one of the most fantastic, artists.
That's what I was about to say. That
draws.
most of the time, the interest is even different.
It was totally different. And it was a real struggle for him because, well, he was doing okay in school, but his interest was totally in the creative aspect. Now, then, the creative space was not celebrated. If you were going to be a footballer, if you were going to be an artist, you were going to be anything creative. It's just now we have skit makers that make millions.
Yeah.
Then it was not a thing. Like, you would literally be outcast before, when it now blows, maybe they'll now remember you and say, oh, so we always knew. But it was not really celebrated at the time. So there was no rational explanation he could give as to what his interests were. So which leads me to my next point. I wrote down here, I said, there's always the difficulty with esteem issues, right? Because these people, there's the tendencies to be babied around, and it can hinder their originality. Because everybody's idea of what a successful person is look at your older siblings. If I look at your dad, in his case, because that one was so perfect. I was not, of course, I couldn't counsel him enough. I was just sympathizing with him. But looking back now, I just imagine, and funny enough, he had to go to school. He shall do 1 9 to 5 now. He's doing well. But I know that if he had continued in the creative space and with proper guidance, the way the creative space is celebrated now, if he had continued in that space with proper guidance, he would have been one of the most prominent influencers of our generation in whatever aspect he chose. Because the guy was a genius. Boy was a genius. I'm telling you, he would have really, really excelled. But somehow, because of subtle pressure and expectations, he was, and it affected his esteem. That's where I was even going to. It affected his esteem. At some point, he was floating. Because where he could easily thrive, he was not allowed to go there. And where he was forced to go was not his strongest suit. So he was not the smartest physics student or chemistry student. Just give this guy the arts. But your mom is an accountant, your dad is son. Your brothers are aeronautic engineers, one is a pilot. Everybody's doing well. You want to do. It was a whole lot, and I just wish that if he ever comes across this, and he can revive that passion and really, really get you, because it's not too late. So that's one of the probable struggles that last bonds have. That's void of. In fact, it affects their esteem. I also wrote here. I said, if care is not taken, every last bond is perceived as spoiled or favored.
And we are not. Thank you. Please say it again. We are not. We are actually very cultured, very calm, not spoiled, nothing. Like,
for the sake of my friend that might eventually watch this, I'm not going to counter that. But naturally, as a last born, everybody just has this perception that you're a spoiled brat. That this person does not deserve what it is.
Yes.
Even your elder siblings can accuse you like that. Because when you that's being too personal. but you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
you get
very well.
You will definitely get it
strongly.
Now. Have you had experiences like that?
Yes, any little thing, like I'll say it in Yoruba.
Yes, I'll interpret
Mommy, etin ba omo yi jeju.
Mommy,
like,
etin ba.
You don't even
understand. Buy balloon. Yeah, moving on.
Like they are spoiling me.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, that's not what you said. But moving on.
Yeah.
So I can understand. Like they think we are being extent. There's a level of
there's leniency.
Thank you. That's the word.
Truth.
Yes.
There's leniency, but and honestly, let's not even lie. Some last borns are spoiled because.
But that's not the fault of the last born. That's on the parents.
But it doesn't change the fact that they are spoiled. But what I'm saying is this: when you say a child is not trained, it's not the fault of the child. supposedly, but at a point, it's the fault of the child,
yes,
right? It's the same thing. The parents ought to, but usually what happens with last borns is that the parents are at the phase where they are like, you know what, I can't even come and keep myself and stress myself. This
and then they are more mature than when they were. Mature. So they have experience. Exactly. They've seen something. They know and what to do. Life, better. Yes, and then life has evolved to some extent. In
most cases, things are now better.
Yes,
even
and
financially.
Then the culture around to the state of things is different. There's a way you can raise a child 10 years ago that you can't necessarily do that so now. Yes, so that's also also part of the factors that
and if last borns are not careful, they have the likelihood to be dependent on people because imagine having 5 successful elder siblings. You know that January the person sorting me February. So for 5 months,
I split it. I have 3. So beginning of the month.
So you see, I remember as I'm even prophesying. How do I know? So you know who does beginning, middle, and last. And then so you keep managing them like that till the
month. Everything together.
You see, and if care is not taken, but thank God I know you are a vibrant young lady. But if care is not taken, usually they tend to develop that dependency. Where you just feel like, I don't need to struggle. I don't need to struggle. My brothers got jobs. You know, I have people that will take care of me, that will cater for my needs. I have siblings. Aside from my parents, so come on, I should be good. You know, and then they build that dependency mindset, which is wrong. And eventually, when life now hits them, when they get to a root shock, for example, when your elder was now married, they now have their own family and they're now having to concentrate on them. It now dawns on you that you are a person of yourself. You need to, sometimes it might be too late. They might have already built, a strong dependency, which is a negative bad one. Anyways, if you're a last born out there, we celebrate you. Starting with Ife, I celebrate you. Celebrate your comrades, your fellow last born.
My people, did you have? There's this kid by what's his name? I can't remember his name. Democracy. Do you remember Teju Babyface?
Okay.
This kid that used to do Democracy, the way he used to do. So
yeah.
Nice one. So last borns, I'm here.
Yeah.
Last
Democracy
child.
or democracy.
Yeah, we are here.
Anyways, let me just say that whether you're first child, last child, middle child, whatever, you had no inputs as to when you were born. So why worry over something that you had no control over? Just make the best out of it. You are a human being at the end of the day. Firstborn, secondborn, third, fourth, fifth, whatever number you fall into, it should not be a limitation. Rather, you should explore the benefits of it and become the best that you can.
And also to point out something that you said earlier, that at some point it stopped being the fault of the family, either your parents or your elder ones, and then it's left to you to now.
It no longer makes sense to make those excuses.
So whatever experience you've had growing up, at some point you now have an autonomy over yourself. So you need to sit down, have a rethink. Who do I want to be? And if it's necessary for you to have a discussion with your elder ones, that the way you talk to me, the way you relate with me, I don't like it. There needs to be a stop. This is who I am. I am a person on my own. Like I have my own plans.
Desires,
I have my future. I have what I want to be. You can't keep imposing or
sorry about that.
or you can't keep imposing or seeing me as just the
last baby
rat,
of
the rugrat. So so at some point you have to take a stand for yourself and just
Amazing. All right, so quickly we'll just get into the dilemma for today. Interestingly, the dilemma still has to do with this, and it came off of the previous episode that we had about the firstborns. If you want to give us the dilemma for today.
Yes. Okay, so moving right into it. Hi Trent, my name is Raymond. I watched the video you guys did on firstborn, and while they deserve the accolades, I think you guys should talk on the experience of younger siblings too. Growing up, I had constant clashes with my elder siblings. They were always authoritative, shouting at me, making decisions for me, and never acknowledging when I did something right. The only time I got attention was when I did something wrong. Even at 18, I wasn't trusted to make my own choices. Sometimes I was even beaten. This left me with deep confusion, never knowing when I was right or wrong. This thing built an inferiority complex in me. As an adult, that fear followed me. I would always expect my boss, a roommate, or anyone in authority to shout at me, which made me anxious and prone to mistakes. Ironically, in school, I thrived. I was a leader in fellowship and politics, and I mentored others. But the moment I went home, everything fell apart. Fear ruled me so much that in my 6 years at university, I only spent a total of 3 months at home.
And there's a lot. But if I would comment on this, first of all, I would say there's an unconscious toxicity that exists in the house, which is a kind of dysfunctionality, not trying to cast aspersion on your family, but
because they don't acknowledge when it does anything right. The only thing is when it does something wrong. That's when they speak up.
Exactly. And whatever can bring a child to the point where ought to be a safe place, a safe space, a safe zone becomes your number one source of terror and horror, then it means that there's a lot of toxicity and dysfunctionality going on there. If you investigate further, you might see many things, right? And I will just say this, right? The best you can do with people is to probably talk to them, counsel them, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. For example, I don't know how old this person has been. This thing has happened for as long as he has known himself. Now, it means that it's either they are not aware that they are creating a toxic space for you. Two things will now come to mind if that's the case. Number one, you have to have a conversation with your family. You have to have a one-on-one, a heart-to-heart. Now, depends on whether these are people that are willing to even listen to you. But you should have it. It must be clearly spelled out and not in an aggressive way. Because sometimes what we do, people like this, when they have gathered so much inside, they have not been able to talk, they eventually implode. And by imploding, maybe they go mute, like him. I don't know, is it boy, lady,
him, Raymond.
Okay, so this guy now, if he feels like he cannot talk to them, probably because there is no room. You know, there are families where you are not given the room to talk. If you try to confront anything or more, you collect. They'll clamp down on you, right? So there's that authoritative, that autocratic rule. So probably if that's what exists there, it means this person will consistently be shut down even when he wants to speak up. But if there is a system or there's an atmosphere that permits that kind of healthy conversation, then he can call for a meeting and say, okay, for so and so number years of my life, this is what I have been experiencing. You probably did not know that this is the effect that this has had on me. But this and this, because this is what happens when people now come out to share their story, maybe on a platform like Stories, and then the family are all agitating that it's not true, it's not true. It's because you never gave a ground for this person to speak their mind. You don't know what this person had been going through. People are dying in silence, even in families. Right, so this person should have, I would encourage that they have a conversation, have a family meeting, call for a family meeting. This is what is going on. This is how it's making me feel. These are the effects. This is the effect having on me, even in real life, in my marriage, in my job, in everything. Let them know. Then their response will now determine what is the next thing to do. Because the truth is that you owe people love, but you don't owe them association. Unfortunately, even your family. If that family has been set up, they are hell bent on being a toxic space for you, it is important. You know this thing they say, I left home to feed home. It's important you leave. You will separate yourself from them, not because you don't love them, not because you're not praying for them, not because
you're right. Like if you want to help them, whatever,
as God helps you, you can support and all that, but from a distance. Because you need your mental health in check. You need it to be in an environment where you thrive. You need to be in an environment where you are told that you are what God says you are. Even if people don't believe in you, it should not be toxic. I mean, you might be in environments where people don't really see you as anything, and then but when it's now a toxic place, this one is not like they don't even believe in you or they are not seeing where you are going to. This one is that they are trying to kill what you are with their words, with their actions. No, you need to separate yourself from it. You need to prioritize your mental health. It's not selfishness. In fact, if you do so and you become a better person in life, you would help them. Usually, broken people are the ones that go around breaking people. So if there are people in the family that seems to be breaking you, if you investigate properly, they probably are also broken. But you cannot help them in that broken state. You need to step aside, heal, come back, maybe from a distance, offer the help you want to help them, so that you are not contaminated while trying to help them. That's my obvious.
Yeah, and I also buy into what you said about having a discussion with them.
Yeah.
Because from my own experience, growing up, I've talked about my eldest brother before. I talked about it when we were talking about having the firstborn conversation. But it's when I grew up that I started to understand that the things he did was out of love.
Yes.
Growing up, I actually thought he hated me. Seriously, I can remember writing letter to my mom, anonymous, as if there's any other person living with me. I thought I was being sneaky.
Yeah.
So I'll write a letter without signing it. I'll just write it inside that. Why does he hate me and all of that? And from my own childhood mentality, like a young kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I thought he hated me was because he was very strict. Oh my God.
Wow.
He was very, very strict. And he's like with beating. Not excessive beating, but like African beating. Like I can say he's the only one. My mom, she will pile it up, pile it before you. Now, when you even get to the level that she's beating you, you know you've but my brother. So I used to think that he hated me. So later on, when I grew up and then we became very, very close.
Yeah.
So one of these days we were having a conversation, like a family recap of the past and everything. So it was now like, it was just explaining not more like explaining, because he didn't really understand that was how I felt then. So it was just saying that the reason he was very strict on me then was because I was the only girl in the family. And I talked about the environment we were living then. It was like a barrack. And we had men, men, like 25, 20, going after teenage girls. So it was like, he had already gone to meet those guys. I talked about it. But other than that, he also had to be strict on me, so that there's a level of discipline. So there's something in my mind that if my brother catch me, and that thing stood so much that even the other girls in the area, they know about it. There was a night that we used to go to fetch water from the well. Okay. So this night we went to fetch water. We'll say we want to fetch water, but but we'll stay around. No.
Okay, moving on.
But we'll stay around the well and gist so we can use like 10 minutes to fetch one bucket of water. So we were there with all the girls and the boys our age
of the land,
having a conversation. So he just walked past on the bridge. So my friends were like, "Your brother is here, be going home." I was like, calm down, guys. It's not as if I'm doing anything bad. I'm just fetching water. I don't know he had me.
He had me?
Yes. Let's shall move on. What happened that night? So like different scenarios like that. So I thought he hated me. But later on, when we were having a conversation, so I got to realize that it came from a place of love and fear. Yeah. Fear for me that the environment we were in was not going to mess up my life. Yes. And the way he felt it could protect me, which actually helped and worked. So I said all of that to show that it's good to have a conversation with them, because they might not understand what you are going through. It might be their
have
own
good intentions, in fact.
Thank you. It might be their way of trying to help you, thinking that you've done something good. They celebrate inside, but that bad thing, they are like, we have to correct this thing. So have a conversation with them. Then from there, you'll be able to decide the next step to take. Where is this actions coming from? Is it from a toxic place, or is it from a place of love? And even if it's a place of love, there's still a need for correction. You might mean it to come across as loving me, but the impact
what is being communicated to me
is very toxic, and it's even affecting me beyond family life. So have a conversation with them, and from there, but if there are people that you cannot talk to,
that's already a problem.
Yes.
If this is supposed to be your immediate family, and somehow for some reasons you cannot talk to them, then that's a problem. We have normalized things like that in Africa, in Nigeria, in this part of the world, and we have made it look like it's normal for your parents to be unquestionable. Questionable you are, when they are not the Lord. So like I said, how you also do it matters. Because you must not go with aggression. You can have you're mature, everybody's mature now.
You can even have a conversation over the phone.
Okay, so this and this, I've observed this, and honestly, this is the effect it has had on me over the years. Now, I just want to clarify, why do you act like this? Why is this like this? And I say, oh, sorry, this is the intention. Sometimes you might not even begin to see better. There's anything that our parents did and we felt that they were just being unreasonable. Now we are older and we appreciate them for it. Not just that, we are not even doing it to others too. And we know that they will not understand because it will take time for them to come into that knowledge. So have a conversation. I think that's just the counsel. There should be communication. Understand what exactly. But if it's a toxic environment, then do yourself the favor, do your destiny the favor, and leave. And by that I mean separate yourself. However that can happen. Separate yourself and get better.
And also work on yourself, because it's already having an impact beyond the family life, so that you are thinking your boss or co-worker will shout at you, and you are making a mistake because of it. So anxiety. So you might need therapy. I know we don't really talk about it in Nigeria, therapy. And also we are recommending Apostle Femi Lazarus' book. This I think from Dysfunctionality. We'll put the book on the screen and then information on how to get it. But you can search on Instagram Femi Lazarus Books and send a DM. So they'll tell you how to go about getting it. So get that book and then listen to Apostle Femi Lazarus' messages on moving from dysfunctionality to functionality. I think that will really help. And also, I know there's another topic that he treated, but
broken bones. Of them, broken
a lot.
Bones.
Just feed on it.
Quite a number
and
that would help.
Majorly, just have a conversation with yourself. Start from there. Have a conversation with yourself. That's one thing I do. I've said it that I sometimes overthink things. So like when your mind is playing tricks on you, just calm yourself down. Like it's not a threat. When you're having a conversation with co-worker, they are not shouting at me. I'm not in a toxic environment. My mind is just trying to relate what is happening now to what has happened in the past. So I think doing all of that will help. And also pray.
Very important. Pray. I mean, we couldn't have been said anymore. Maybe in one of these subsequent episodes, we're going to talk about what it takes to either date or marry a firstborn and a last one, because it's a set of skills that you must learn because of their peculiarity. But anyways, on today's show, that's the much we can take. I mean, it's been super, super amazing. If you've enjoyed this conversation, please do well to leave a comment. You can share this link across all your social media platforms. And if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. It doesn't bite, I promise. Click the notification bell to get notified whenever we go live, and I'll be looking forward to see you at the next episode. My name remains Nakali, and I have the awesome privilege of having Ife
Olua.
You're always fighting, but she's my guy. All right, guys. See you next time. God bless you. Bye.